Bro, my head thrown. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Creamy Wilder, if you don't know my name, and this is Wild Talks. So yeah, I'm back to having one-on-one discussion with you guys, which I think is very important because there are some of these things that I believe I have to speak to you guys one-on-one. Now, today the topic that I want to talk about is, I still see a lot of nice guys. I still see a lot of guys being the nice guy, chivalry and stuff. And it is really, really hurting their chances of finding a mate or, whatever it is. And I believe that I had to also go through the same process. Now I've realized that those things don't work anymore. Because guys, one thing you need to understand is we are in a new era. We are in a different generation where women have killed chivalry. Chivalry is dead. It's not coming back. Being the nice guy doesn't work anymore because women don't respect nice guys anymore. Women are used to, women have adapted. So right now, if you're a nice guy, women take that as weakness. I'll be honest with you. Majority of women see nice guys and then they assume that this guy must be weak. There is something wrong with this guy. Because I know some few years ago, being a gentleman got you more ladies. But in this current dating market, bro, it's two things. It's either you adapt to the current dating strategy or you use the old routine and then lose out on opportunities. So today I'm going to tell you some nice guy traits that women don't find attractive anymore, and you really need to stop it. That's if you want to increase your chances of getting a mate or getting a girlfriend, whatever it is. You have to stop this nice guy traits right now. So let's get right into the video. So the first trait that I think women don't find attractive anymore is a man who apologizes even when he's not wrong. Guys, I was raised by a very loving and caring mother. Growing up, I didn't really have male siblings. It was just females. And I just grew up to be this guy who cares, who doesn't want women to feel bad. You get me? Even when a woman does something wrong, I apologize. I'm like, you know what? Just for peace. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not doing anything. Bro, I had to come to a realization that most girls don't respect it anymore. Now, a girl fucks up and you apologize and she's like, "Gotcha, bitch! This guy is weak. Let me see how I can use this guy." Because after all, the guy will apologize anyway, even when I'm wrong. Guys, you have to stop. Listen, when somebody does something wrong, you have to put your feet on the ground, call them out. If you know you're not going to call them out, then you might as well just forget about it. But that nice guy trait of, or even when it's not your fault, apologize. Guys, you need to stop it now because women don't respect it anymore. They think you are weak. They think you don't have strong principles. So that's the first thing you have to stop. Another nice guy trait that you guys need to stop is not having solid boundaries or having flexible boundaries. What do I mean by this? So if you're a guy who you are not able to set strong boundaries that, hey, these are my boundaries, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like that. If you want us to be together, do this, do this, do that. If you're not a guy who has those boundaries, guess what? Women will not respect you. In the sense that, let's take an example. Let's say you work in a company, okay? And then you know that in this company, even when I go to work late, I'm not going to get fired because the boss is kind of lenient. If you know that even when I talk to my boss anyhow, I'm not going to get fired. If you know that there are no consequences to your actions, you are most likely not going to appreciate it. You are not going to appreciate the opportunity that is given to you. But imagine you are in a job that you know that if you are late 2 times in a month, you are getting fired. Bro, you are always going to be on time. That's it with women too. If you're a guy and you don't have boundaries, and let's say your girl knows that she will not really suffer any consequences even when she goes against your boundaries, guess what is going to happen? She is going to keep on fucking up, because after all, you are too lenient. And that is a trait of being a nice guy. And the thing is, there's a fine line between being a nice guy and being a simp. And unfortunately, women cannot tell this fine line. So you start acting like a nice guy and you think that no, this guy is a simp. This guy will do everything possible to keep me. So why don't I try and see how I can have my way around this guy? As a man, if you want a woman to respect you more, have solid boundaries. And have this mindset that, hey, these are my boundaries. Any woman that wants to go against these boundaries is out of here. Any woman who wants to stay must respect these boundaries. If you do that, now the women that you get to keep in your life become quality women, because they are willing to, align themselves with your boundaries and then do what you like. Now, if you have no boundaries, or let's say your boundaries are flexible, I don't like this, she does it, and then you be like, you know what, I forgive you. She will keep doing it. That is human nature. And it's not just women, but since I'm talking about women, have solid boundaries. Stop being a nice guy. Now again, another nice guy trait that you need to stop right now in 2023 is being too patient or being too tolerant. I'll tell you why. Women, like I've said earlier, they don't respect these things anymore. A guy who is tolerant, a guy who like your woman fucks up the first time, you tolerate her bullshit. You don't tell her that, hey, I don't like this, I really do not like it. You allow her to do what she does. She will do it again, and the more you become tolerant, the more she grows, a habit of keep repeating the same thing. And when a woman realizes that she has that opportunity to do whatever she likes because of, after all, you are going to tolerate it, she's most likely not going to respect you. She's going to keep doing it, and she's really going to mess you up. And the same thing with patience. Like, if you're a guy who has too much patience for a woman, she's not going to respect it, especially in 2023. I'm not saying be impatient with women, but don't be too patient. Hey, just give her maybe a few times. If she's doing something, warn her, tell her that, hey, I don't like this, and then give her some time. If after that time she's not changing, bro, just move on. Just move on, because a woman who expects you to be patient with her while she keeps fucking up is a woman who doesn't respect you anyway. She doesn't want to be with you. Just have this thing in mind. A woman who says that, be patient with me, and whilst you are being patient with her, she has no plans, or she's not doing anything to change what she's doing, out. Just leave that relationship, because it's not healthy for you. You are going to suffer in that relationship. And then another nice guy trait that you have to stop is being available most of the time. I mean, some years ago, how do you show a woman that you care? How do you show a woman that you love her? By giving her your presence, by always being there for her. But guess what? We are in 2023, where women have more options. Women have so many guys in their DMs. Women have so many opportunities. The more you make yourself available to this woman, the less she's going to appreciate it. And keep this in mind. When you deal with a woman, it's always opposite. If you give her more, she will give you less. If you give her less, she's going to give you more. If you give a woman more of your attention, she's going to need it less, and she's going to appreciate it less. But if you give a woman, I'm not saying don't give your woman attention, but make sure that it is, less. That way, she craves for your attention more. Stop being the nice guy who always wants to be there, who always wants to be available. You are at her beck and call. Whenever she needs you, you are there. It doesn't work anymore in 2023. You need to stop it. You really need to stop it. Stop being available. See, sometimes even if you have a girlfriend, sometimes when she wants to see you, tell her that, hey, I'm busy, I can't see you now. Because when you do that, now it gives her the sense that, wait, he also has other priorities that he puts before me, so I have to do more to come on top of his priority list. But if you are always available for women, automatically you are telling her that, hey, you are on top of my priority list. And when you put a woman at your priority, number one priority, bro, she won't appreciate it. She's going to be like, okay, after all, I can get this guy anytime I call. No, in 2023 it doesn't work anymore. So, and then probably the last nice guy trait that you have to stop in 2023 is making the woman's words or making the woman's decision your final say. Yes, guys, I'm not saying that women's opinions do not matter. I believe some women have, very good opinions. They can give you a different perspective, even though most of the time it's not too useful. But some women are actually good with, giving second opinions and stuff. All I'm saying is, when a woman tells you something, or when a woman gives you her opinion on something, or when a woman tells you she wants to do something, bro, it's always good to think about it again. Because the thing is, women want leaders. Women want a man who has the final say. Now, when you start making her words your final say, when you start making her opinions your final say, guess what you are doing? Now you are giving her that leadership position. You are putting her in a position to be deciding. And when a woman realizes that, okay, now this guy doesn't want to decide anymore, he wants me to be making most of the final decisions, she will lead you to the end of the relationship. And again, one thing you need to understand about women is women barely take accountability. So if you allow a woman to lead you and the relationship ends, she's going to blame you. She's going to blame you for not being a leader. She's going to blame you for not having your own say. She's going to blame you for making her words your final say. Like I said, you can take her opinion, you can act on her opinion, but don't just pick her opinion and make it your final say. Anytime a woman gives you her opinion, think about it. Tell her that, hey, I'll think about it and I'll let you know. Women respect you more because they know that even though they've given you their opinion, you still want to make sure that it's the best choice for you, for her, or for both of you. So guys, these are 5 nice guy traits that you have to stop right now in 2023, because women don't respect it anymore and you are most likely going to lose out in this current dating market. So, if you see yourself exhibiting any of these traits, check your life and then stop these things. Love you, boys.